Hi my beautiful people and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tracell. This is Face Meets Tracell YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're an oldie but goodie, thank you for coming back to my channel. I appreciate the love and support. I hope quarantine is treating you guys well. I know it's a very stressful time. I know it's very playing on your mind. I know all of that, so please let's remember to take care of ourselves. I hope y'all are not hearing my father shouting into the phone in the background because apparently he doesn't understand how cell phones work. But I love you guys. Thanks for coming to my channel. Today is my nephew's birthday. I'm feeling super glam. I just want to be really cute because I want to take some pictures with him. And I think I just want to use all of my glam products, and I haven't used my plouise stuff in a while, so I think today I'm gonna just use all my plouise products. Now it's not much, but it's some, and I'm feeling cute, so I'm just gonna overdo it just a tiny bit. So I hope you all stay tuned for the rest of this video. I love you guys and thank you for coming to my channel. I'm gonna stop now and let's jump into the video. So if you all know me at all, I don't do spotlight eyes because I'm no good at it. I hate them. They never turn out the way I expect them to turn out. Surprisingly, I did one a while ago when I had just started getting into makeup and I was like really proud of it. But your girl is not the best with spotlight eyes. I look so shiny because the place is so hot and where I'm filming has no AC. So I'm gonna stop talking and just jump into how I did this eye. I saw Mmmmitchell. He did something similar with the paints, and since I figured, you know, he was the collab with the acid rain paints, I should do a look inspired by him. So that's what we'll be doing today. I hope it's not washed out. I'm trying to adjust the lighting, but you know how things is go. And I'm filming in the day, which is not what I usually do. I always film in the night. But I'm gonna hush again. I said I was gonna hush before and I'm still talking, but let's just get started. So the first thing I'm doing is carving out below my brows. Now it's the first time I'm doing this. And I'm using the plouise shade 5 in the, well, it's the Rumor Base shade 5. So y'all can see it. And then I'm using shade 0. And I'm gonna buff this into my entire eyelid. This is what I usually do, but usually I do my brows first. Today I'm doing it a little different. I'm using the plouise acid rain paints. The green one is in the shade Limelight and the purple is in the shade Ecstasy. I'm applying Limelight to my inner corner but not my tear duct. So I'm going above. I came in close so you all could see because Limelight is fluorescent and you can't really see it with the bright lights. I'm using Ecstasy on the outer corner of my eye, and I'm just gonna buff this in until I think it's good and not patchy. I went back in with my Limelight brush just to blend in where the two paints meet so we don't see two lines. And for today's look, I'm using my Morphe 35B palette. You all know this is my trusty handy dandy palette. I go to it for almost everything. And I'm using the dark green on Limelight, but just above my crease. And then I'm going to take this dark purple and I'm going to apply that on Ecstasy and also just above my crease on the outer corner of my eye. I'm just going back in with the brush that I applied the dark green with so that we can mesh the two colors. And now I'm taking this lighter green and I'm blending out the edges of Limelight and also blending the dark green that I placed there as well. But I'm going back in with the dark green brush just to make sure that the color wasn't lost. I did not add any additional product. I'm doing the same with the lighter shade of purple. And now I'm going in with the black. Now this is to create my halo. You all know I don't really do this. I said this in the intro. So I'm going to just apply this to my crease. And then I'm buffing out the edges of this black with the lighter purple and the dark green, just to make sure that it doesn't take away from the colors that we had earlier. So now I'm cutting my crease and I'm using the plouise shade 0 as usual. And we're just gonna pat this in when we get the desired shape. And we're doing a spotlight eye, so it's only going to be in the middle of the lid. I'm blending out the edges of this with the black eyeshadow, and I'm blending out the edges of the black eyeshadow with both the dark green and the lighter shade of purple from the palette. And I'm just going to buff this until I get the blend that I desire. For my spotlight today, I decided to use a pigment, and it's by Plouise, and it's in the shade Icy. I got it in the set of 5. But before I put down the pigments, I'm going in with some glitter glue. This is from Pink Craze. This is a local company, so y'all can check them out when quarantine is over. They have a store in South Park. So I'm just gonna pat the pigment. I'm going to pat the pigment. I forgot what it was 1 minute there. Onto my spotlight. I'm really excited about this look, as you can tell. I really hope the lighting on this is good because I'll be so pissed. My camera cut off, but the only thing that y'all missed was I put on eyeliner. That was the Sasha Cosmetics eyeliner, and I blended out the edges of the pigment with the green, the dark green, and the lighter purple, and that's it. Now I'm about to do my lashes. I'm using the Maybelline Colossal Big Shot Mascara, Imani eyelashes. This is all that remain from TT_ravishing, and then yeah, well, y'all know I don't document this part, so we'll be back for the face in a minute. So I did wash off my face, and now I'm going in with my Sasha Matte Brown Blush Powder, and this is to fill in my brows. I had to be really careful because I had already carved it out. And for primer today, I'm using the Ordinary, and this is their silicone based primer. I think it's high adherence. I'm highlighting my cheekbones, and this is by Shaded by Shonda. This is also a local company. You should just definitely check them out. I believe this is the Liquid Lights. I actually won this. I actually won something. I'm buffing it out with my foundation brush because my fingers weren't exactly doing what I wanted it to do. And I'm just passing the excess wherever else I need it to feel shiny. So for today's foundation, I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty. This is in the shade 420, and I did carve out my brows with this, the top of them. I always carve out with foundation now. I no longer use concealer unless it's a concealer that's my skin tone. And I'm just going to buff this out using my foundation brush. For concealer today, I'm going in with the Plouise bases. This is in the shade 5 and the shade 7. So I'm applying shade 5 first. It's the lighter shade. It's going directly under my eyes. And I would have told you in my last video that I usually do this. And I use 7 and I go around it so that when I blend with my sponge, it gives me an even transition. I went back in with my foundation brush just to smooth out everything, to make sure everything was blended perfectly. I'm going in with Rumor Base shade 11, and this is to contour. And I'm just going to blend out my nose contour first. Now, I don't really use cream contour, guys, but if I have to, I really do love how this blends out. It blends out really well. The only thing is I wish I would have gotten like a color not that cool, because even though I am very neutral, I'm not very cool. So that's the only thing. And make sure to blend your contour into your hairline, please. Please. Now, to set my highlighted areas, I went in with the Maybelline Loose Finishing Powder. And the first try, I did not mean to put that much under my eye there, but I would have had to work really hard to blend that out, which I did. I would always recommend using a lighter hand when it comes to these powders, because this is not a translucent powder, like y'all will hear at the ending of my video, and I'll explain to y'all. Always use a light hand. You can always build it up. I'm carving out my contour. Unfortunately, on this side of my cheek, I did blend it a little too thin, the line, that is. It made it harder to blend out. And for contour today, I'm going in with the crayon case with the shade Trophy. This is from the Contourzition notebook. And again, remember to blend your contour into your hairline. I'm going in with the shade Perfect Honey, and this is from the Sasha Cosmetics Compact Powder Palette. And I'm blending out all the areas because I think I just needed to add a little color to my face, and to blend out the area that I carved out my contour. For blush, I'm going in with my favorite blush. It's by Sasha Cosmetics. It's in the shade Santa Fe. And for highlight, I'm using the shade Trophy, also from the Crayon Case Composition Notebook. I'm just applying some eyeliner. This is by Kiko Milano. And for my lower lash line, I'm using the 4 colors that I used earlier. The dark green, the dark purple, the lighter green, and the lighter purple. And this is just to, complete the look. Clearly, I was feeling myself, guys. I did apply icy to my inner corner because I just felt like it was not complete without it. And to line my lips, I'm actually using a brow pencil. I think this is my Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pencil. And this is in the shade Granite. So I went in with my LA Colors liquid matte lip color in the shade Au Natural. I did not like it, so I went back in with my Ellen Tracy lipstick, and this is what I used in my last video. And it turned out really great. So you should just stick to what you know sometimes. Alright guys, this is a check-in. This is probably about, I don't know how many hours. I finished my makeup a little after 2 and it's now 9:30. So yeah, how much of hours that is. And I think my makeup looks really good. I did not touch up all day. I was sweating because I was playing with my nephew. And I think it held up really well. I actually got to do a wear test on the Ordinary primer. Yeah, the Ordinary primer. The silicone based primer, and I think it looks really good. I used the Fenty Beauty. Everyone said that it oxidizes. I love how my under eyes look with the plouise shade 5 base. I love that it's still really light and the transition is still there. I do look a little shiny, so we're going to deal with that. I'm just going to go back over with some powder because I did not take any pics of this look. I only have video, and we all know I need some pics to post on the gram. So I think it held up really well. I love how my face look. I love the little dew, sweat, grease that it have. So just gonna touch up and take some photos. I'm gonna touch up now. I'm using my same translucent powder that I used earlier. Well, I don't really think it's translucent. It's not translucent powder. It is loose powder. So it's loose regular brown powder. Loose finishing powder. It's not translucent because it gives you some color. Obviously it moved here where my glasses rest always, so I don't ever like to wear test on that area. This powder definitely makes you look so white. Oh my gosh. At this point I wish I had like a blotting powder so that it wouldn't add color. Right. So I'm going over all of my powders because this is what I consider a touch-up. I don't know if this is what regular people consider a touch-up, but for me a touch-up is the entire face. In terms of powders, the only thing you do touch-up is the eyes. So this is the finished look. I'll probably keep this on for about an hour again and then take it off. I really and truly only touched it up for you guys, just to see how it transforms everything. But I hope you'll enjoy today's video. Ignore that area there, that's where my glasses were, and we good to go. We cute. Thank you for coming to my channel. I love you guys so much. Oh, is my lash lifting? Possibly. I think my lash is lifting. Oh, we won't die. It's the end of the day anyway. Just remember to stay safe, guys, in this quarantine times. We know it's not easy. I love you guys for the support. Come back whenever you feel like it. Thanks again, and I'll see you at the next video. Stay safe and stay sweet, my beautiful people.